carried her to the bathroom. I played her favorite music. She was dying, and I was trying to comfort her. I thought everything was gonna be okay.
欢迎来到明暗追踪。2022年6月21号，礼拜二，在这天早上的8点51分，美国 Altamont Springs 警局的警员 Anthony Belling 接到了接线员的指示，动身前去一栋公寓做安全检查。原因是警方怀疑一位嫌疑男子有可能在家里杀害了他的妻子。接到警情后的 Belling 警员飞速行驶，红灯都闯了。由于不确定该嫌疑男子是否持有武器，所以警局要求他赶到现场后不要贸然进入，只在原地待命。当 Belling 警员赶到现场的时候，他还善意地提醒了下先他一步赶到现场的消防员们。坐回到警车里的他，通过车载电脑一直保持着和警局的沟通，而事情的起因还得从半个小时前说起。半个小时前，在早上的8点26分左右，美国奥兰多市的泳池公司老板 Cole Rathel 发现自己店里的华裔员工杨希晨没有按时上班。Cole 掏出手机，正准备给他打电话的时候，却发现自己在1个小时前的7点13分有多个杨希晨打来的未接电话，不过他当时在睡觉，没接到。回电过去之后，Cole问杨希晨为什么今天不来上班。杨希晨解释说，自己和老婆从昨天晚上开始就一直吵架，他现在情绪崩溃，整个人的状态都不好了，没办法去上班。Cole 听完后觉得杨希晨又是在找理由，因为同样的借口他已经用了很多次了。生气的 Cole 在电话里指责杨希晨工作不负责，但是说着说着，对面的杨希晨在电话里竟然哭了起来。这吓了Cole一跳，赶紧问他出了什么事。杨希晨哭着说，自己的妻子昨天在吵架的时候把他的护照给烧了。到了今天早上起床之后，夫妻两人还是在吵。他说自己的妻子一直闹着要离开要分手，结果吵到最后的时候，他做了一件非常后悔无法挽回的事情，杀妻。Cole 听完后简直不敢相信自己的耳朵，他追问杨希晨到底对妻子做了什么。杨希晨低沉着说，刀在他的喉咙出了很多血，并且表示自己在打电话的这个时候，同时还在现场清洁着。他还记得在开始清洁之前，妻子脸上的那种意外和惊恐的表情。Cole 那边听完后倒吸了一口凉气，他可以想象到现场的惨状，尽管不确定杨希晨是用刀刺了还是用刀割开了妻子的喉咙，总之在杨希晨的描述中，妻子已经身亡。整个交谈的过程中， Cole 的父亲 Kevin 都在旁边听着。在听到杨希晨叙述的恐怖经历之后， Kevin 认为这并不是在开玩笑，于是立刻拨打了911电话。当时恰巧在附近巡逻的 Belling 警员则成了警局里第一个赶到现场的。就在他等待支援的差不多同一时间，警局这边又接到了另一通报警电话，而打电话的人竟然是嫌疑人杨希晨的母亲。
Hello.
Yes, hello. This is Seminole County Sheriff's Office on a recorded line. My name's Michelle. How can I help you?
Yes, I have some emergency. My son told me just now. He said he killed his wife and he's going to kill. I don't know where they live in Altamont Springs somewhere. I think they called 911 2 weeks ago.
Do you know what his phone what is his phone number, ma'am?
Okay. Let me see. His wife, Deacon Young. His number is.
All right. And what is your name, ma'am? And you are his mother.
Yeah.
And is his name Xin Yang?
Deacon Young.
时间来到了上午的9点05分，越来越多的警员们赶到了现场。此时的他们已经从公寓租赁办公室那边拿到了钥匙。负责指挥的副警监 Ben Sprague 在和大家简单的商议过后，决定兵分两组。 第一组警员们在公寓周围布控，防止闲杂人等进入以及嫌犯逃脱。第二组负责进屋查看，由于不确定嫌疑人现在是否携有武器，此时的警员们已经做好了全副武装，他们的目标是位于1楼中部的 909H。这是一间一房一卫的小公寓，也就是杨锡辰和他妻子租住的地方。公寓门口的位置摆放着一个灰色的垃圾桶，看上去已经装满了垃圾。注意这个垃圾桶，我们之后会再次提到。
Altima police! Come to the door!
在连续的敲门无应答之后，警员用钥匙打开了门。第一个进入房子的是拿着盾牌的警员 J. Ranger。经验丰富的他立刻把屋内看到的景象对大家进行汇报。
Altima police! Come to the door!
We got blood in the bathroom to the right.
Announce yourself if you're in there! Altima police!
Alright. We got a bedroom straight ahead, kitchen to the right. Ready? Good to go? Body on the right.
Altima police! Police department!
在抢先进入公寓之后，警员们首先注意到正对着房门的地板上有一双粉色的塑胶手套，边上还有一瓶粉色的清洁剂。通过另外一名警员的视角，我们可以看到右手边的洗手间里，马桶上、浴帘上、浴缸边上都有明显的非溅式血迹，而浴缸里一位年轻的女孩直挺挺地躺在里面，早已没有了呼吸。她的脖子上有一处深深的割痕，还在缓缓地流着血。在搜索了狭小的公寓之后，警员们并没有在里面发现嫌疑人杨锡辰。上午的9点13分，一边等候的消防员进入了洗手间，简单的看了一眼之后，就确定了受害人已经离世。为了不破坏案发现场，警员们退出了房子，在周围拉起了警戒线。到了9点35分左右，负责案件调查的4位探员们陆续赶了过来，其中3位还是女探员。由于法官的搜查令现在还没有签下来，所以他们也只能暂时等在门外。另外一边，负责现场指挥的副警监 Ben Sprague 已经拿到了嫌疑人杨锡辰的电话号码，他用手机拨打了过去。令他感到惊讶的是，作为嫌疑人的杨锡辰竟然还真的接起了电话。
Hey, Mr. Yang?
Yeah.
Mr. Yang, can you hear me? Hey, it's Lieutenant Sprague of the Altamont Springs Police Department.
Yeah.
Hey, I understand you had a little bit of a situation. Are you going to come back and talk to us?
I plan to talk.
I'm sorry?
I plan to talk.
Okay. Where are you at right now?
Driving.
You driving? You want to come back and meet with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you at now? I can't hear you, buddy. You're talking too low.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You know what? Sorry. You know what road you're on?
I'll be there.
All right. You know when?
In 10 minutes.
Okay. Which car are you driving, so we know it's you when you pull up?
And,
What kind of car? Mr. Yang.
I'm in the blue RAV4.
You're in a blue RAV4. All right. We'll be here waiting for you. Okay. You said about 10 minutes out.
在这里，杨锡辰撒了个谎，他说自己开的是一辆蓝色的 RAV4， 也就是一辆丰田越野车。但实际上，通过和报案人 Kevin 和 Cole 联系，警方得知杨锡辰平日里上班的时候开的是一辆红色的4-8路森林人越野车。
You said you wanted to talk to me when you get here. Again, I'm sorry. It's really low, muffled. I can barely hear you.
Sorry, I was on a call with my friend earlier. Because I didn't handle the call, and I merged the call.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just want to make sure exactly who I'm talking to. Is this Mr. Yang? Just so I know it's you. What's your date of birth?
July 18, 2000.
July 18th, 2000. Okay, and which apartment do you live at in Altamont?
Apartment H.
And which building number?
909.
909. Okay, it's definitely you. All right. Are you almost here, you said?
I'm about 10 minutes away.
All right, is there anything you want to tell me right now while we're waiting for you?
Yeah.
All right, so what happened this morning?
We had a fight since last night.
Again, it's awful hard for me to hear you, Mr. Yang.
We had a fight last night, and we had a fight this morning. She burned my passport.
You said she burned your passport last night,
Yes,
right in front of the door, and then what happened after that?
After that, we slept, and then we woke up.
Y'all woke up and she started to pack for herself.
And my head hurt. It's been hurting. I tried to get help in California when I was 12, but right now I'm almost 22, and I had 10 years of unaddressed mental issues. I don't know what it is. All I know is when it gets to the point where my head hurts, I can't think. I can't think at all. Okay. My head hurts. And I made decisions. And I made some irreversible decisions I wish I never made. I called my mom. She told me to turn myself in. And I was going to, and I had to call my boss, Cole, who was still in this call.
Okay.
We stayed on the call, and I was driving around. I was going to turn myself in. So
you said you made some irreversible decisions. What are you talking about? And it seems to me like you're extremely remorseful. So I've got a pretty good idea of what happened, and you're doing a really good job of explaining to me.
I'm a bad person, officer. There's no way about it.
Well, good people make bad mistakes sometimes, but it doesn't mean they're bad people. The fact that you're talking to me right now and explain this stuff out lets me know that you're not a bad person. You might have made a bad mistake, but you're not a bad person. And I'm appreciative of that.
Take accountability for my actions. I
can tell. Well, I'd like to talk to you in person right now and get this all out. It's been about 10 minutes. Can we talk to you in person now? Are you almost here?
I have inflicted enough pain and suffering in this world.
He said he's 5 minutes out. He's extremely remorseful, so.
Okay.
Huh?
He's coming back yet?
He said he's in a blue RAV. Blue RAV4.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Boss, Cole.
Your boss, Cole?
Eddie, we're here.
Cole. Kevin. Is there anyone else?
It's Cole and Kevin, Teddy.
Can I call you my dad, Kevin?
Of course you can.
I'm sorry, Dad.
No problem. Just let's make sure we listen to the officer so that nobody else is hurt. You're going to do that because you're going to be a really good and listen. Just we don't want anybody else to get hurt. You know what I mean? And we love you, Teddy. Okay? Would you rather the officer come to you?
I want to see my best friend.
Hey, Teddy, would it be better for us and better for you if we came to you so you didn't have to drive to us?
No, I just don't able to drive. I just need a minute. I want to say that I lost control of myself.
You said you just lost control?
需要注意的是，此时的杨希晨不单单是和 Sprague 通话，他同时还在和自己的母亲冯女士以及泳池公司的老板保安人 Kevin 通话，也就是说，他同时和3个人在电话上。
Hey, Mom.
The police coming?
Hey, we're on the phone. Is this Mom?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, we're talking to Teddy. It's Lieutenant Sprague with Altamont. He's talking to me.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. You there, Teddy?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What was it like this morning whenever you said, she was like packing her stuff? What was this morning like?
I was rushing to work. She wasn't in a rush at all. She burned.
It's on mute. What happened?
Forester just turn on a power.
A red Forester?
Passport last night.
正当杨希晨和大家通话的时候，另外一侧在现场周围巡逻的女警 Christina 发现了一辆红色的斯巴鲁森林人越野车，于是她开车跟了下去。
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
I see you. I see you.
Hands up now. Both hands up. Bounce slowly.
Watch that other side.
Bounce slowly.
Yep.
Hands on the roof. Hands on the roof.
下车之后的杨希晨面无表情，他非常的配合警方，没有做出任何反抗。
You need Spencer. You need gloves.
经过3次仔细的搜身，在上午的10点50分左右，杨希晨被带回了警局。
You'll be sitting right here, right? You want me to go ahead and... Yeah. You don't have anything on you, right? He's been searched like 3 times by everybody. Okay, sorry. Hey, you want some water? Slip in the drink? Give me 1 second, okay?
Gatorade.
You want Gatorade? That'd be better?
It's cucumber melon. Is that good for you?
这里插句和案件无关的梗。Gatorade 是百事公司旗下的一款运动饮料，在美国和香港有售，中文叫加德乐。有意思的是，女警提到的这款黄瓜味的加德乐，它是出了名的难喝，经常有人发视频吐槽。比方说这个
Lime cucumber. Gatorade should be ashamed of themselves for this. Who would ever drink this? Whoever create this, you're a monster.
所以我很好奇杨希晨喝这个饮料的时候是什么感觉。
I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you calling, okay? I know today has been...
值得注意的是，整个房间里除了杨希晨之外，其实是有另外3个人在场的。最左边的是负责主审的副警监 Ben Sprague， 最右边的是县里的助理检察官 Daniel Fagard， 而另外一位探员 Gagliardi 是在画面的外侧，我们看不到。
You're obviously not free to leave, okay? So I'm going to read you your rights, okay? But for everyone here, you know, and your family, just kind of explain to us, you know, what happened. And if you wouldn't mind just going back to, like, yesterday.
Had a good work day. Bumped into some good, on some pools.
Okay.
She went to Ocala, meet, like hang out with her friends.
You said she. Who is she?
Quinn.
Okay. Okay.
Was eagerly waiting for her to come home. We have a good night together, go to sleep, and then I was looking forward to wake up today, seize the day, conquer some pools again. I had some business over the phone, so I wasn't able to make dinner. I cooked 2 cans of Chef Boyardee just so I could fuel myself up for tomorrow. By the time I got ready for bed, I hopped in and she was refusing to speak to me. And by the time she did spoke, she said 3 words. I give up. That quick-fired a lot of things in my head. What did I do wrong? Did some hard work for the day I was looking forward to. My wife, so I could have some conversation, some pillow talk. And she didn't want me vaping, but those quick firing in my head got me overthinking. And I just needed something to calm down, so I went to a smoke shop to get a vape. I've been struggling with, not really struggling with the nicotine addiction, but it's the fact that she kept my word and was like, you said before, like, you have a problem vaping, so I'm gonna make you stop. So I tried several times, and before I bought last night's vape, I bought a vape behind her back, just so I could get through the hard work. And she found out and threw it away, and we had a talk, and I was like, yes, I will stop vaping, I will be a better man.
从杨希晨的语气中可以感受得到，他对于自己无法兑现和妻子的承诺感到内疚。毕竟戒烟从来都不是件容易的事。虽然他讲述的时候一个字也没有责怪妻子，但实际上可以听得出来，杨希晨把自己描述得很无辜，自己辛苦劳累了一整天，晚上还要准备晚餐。虽然晚餐实际上只是2个罐头，他满心期待着晚上可以和妻子说些枕边话，但是妻子却因为他偷着跑出去买了电子烟，违背了自己戒烟的承诺，所以对他表示失望。在把他的电子烟给丢了之后，杨希晨情绪低落，并且一再的对妻子承诺他可以戒烟。2人的争吵也开始让他一度胡思乱想。不过仅仅是因为电子烟的问题，杨希晨应该也不至于杀害自己的妻子。 随着审问的继续，关于他和妻子更多的矛盾也暴露了出来。
The moment she said she gave up, that hurt me inside. Because if she didn't say she gave up and I didn't overthink, then I would have kept my word to make the relationship work. But she killed my hope. No matter what, I've always wanted to put myself in to make it work. It didn't work. So when I came back, she told me she burned my passport in front of the apartment door by like 5 feet, a little to the left, in the mulch. She really did it. She burned my passport, and that's what happened for the rest of the night. She wanted me to leave the place, wanted me to pack up and leave her alone, or else she would scream, and that would let the next door neighbor know that to report me to the authorities. And all I wanted to do was just move past from the burnt passport because I could get another one. I just wanted to make it work and go to sleep. It was already like 11:30 by the time the argument ended. It went from 9 to 11. I was ready to sleep by 9, and I had to strain myself to talk to make it work. And talking wasn't enough, and she was pressed on leaving this morning. So we slept, and this morning alarm struck. I wanted to make it work. I don't know how many times I had to say it. So I was asking her a couple last times, I will want to make it work. I want to compromise. I know I have a thing with nicotine right now, and I just need it to get through work in stressful situations. And she doesn't have it. She wanted me to cut it cold turkey.
And you know what? I don't mean to cut you off a little bit, but what time did the alarm go off this morning?
5:20.
5:20. What happened from then until you left the apartment and you called your friend? She burned your passport last night, and you came home and you saw it. What was that like? What was that conversation like? Was she yelling? Was she trying to leave in? Like, what did you say to her?
We didn't raise our voice. She alerted the next door neighbor if anything unusual happens. Go ahead and call the police. And I just came home and she said, "I burned your passport. Are you happy?" So I believe my social security card was also inside the passport. She could have burned a lot more things. She could have destroyed more of my belongings.
So she didn't treat you very well, is what you're saying, right? Okay. But when you noticed that your passport was burned, but I wasn't there, so tell me what you said to her.
I asked her I told her I could always get a new passport, maybe get a new social security card. It's like I forgave her up front, and all she said was have enough efficacy inside the relationship to stop vaping. She could always get a new boyfriend / husband that's not as problematic as me. And I just wanted to make it work. Of course I wouldn't give up bad habits. I want to be better. But it all takes time. Also, then she told me she called my friends last night after she burned my passport, like, "Hey, your friend got failing in life. He can't make it. He won't be fruitful in his becoming of a better person. He's always going to be like this."
So she was telling your friends last night that you basically weren't like a good person, we're going to fail in life, and she's telling all your good friends all this, right?
从杨希晨的描述中可以看出，似乎在他们的夫妻关系中，杨希晨一直是处于被动的角色，他一直试着戒烟，试着妥协，试着和自己的妻子和解，但是对方似乎非但没想解决问题，反而公开的在朋友们的面前讥讽自己的丈夫。这种对另一半毫无爱意的诋毁，更凸显出两人之间畸形甚至是变态的夫妻关系，或许也为他自己之后的悲剧埋下了种子。
How did it get to it's all?
I want to talk about the way I grew up. In my point of view, I'm pretty sure everyone growing up has experienced physical abuse. Our parents, all the times I experienced it, it wasn't halfway. It wasn't halfway. It was
Like my dad would beat me and my mom just spontaneously. When I made a mistake practicing the piano, my instructor would beat me with a pencil. There was no holding the pencil. No threat. If you make a mistake, I'm gonna hit you. It was just when I went through military school in 8th grade, it was same way. Even like between me and a barrack mate, like in the bathroom, he kept annoying me. I told him to stop, and he just out of the blue just started beating me.
从杨锡辰的自述中，我们可以得知很多背景信息。他的父亲显然是个典型的家暴男，经常打他和他妈妈。就连杨锡辰学钢琴的时候，他的老师也拿支笔威胁他。所以可以想象，在这样的一个家庭环境里，杨锡辰的内心是一定受到了影响的。结合他之前和 Sprague 副警监通话的时候，说自己在12岁的时候就有头痛的毛病，所以很可能他在青少年时期就有了一定的心理问题。而且从他喊自己的老板 Kevin 做他的父亲这一情况，我们也可以想象得到，这一路过来，杨锡辰是多么的缺失父爱，多么渴望在他最需要帮助的时候，一个父亲这样的角色可以给他安慰和指引。
But before y'all went to bed, she was okay? You guys went to bed at the same time together? Did you sleep in the same bed with her? Did she sleep somewhere else? We slept together. Okay. What time did you guys go to bed? Past 12. It was after midnight? Okay. Explain that. So when you guys got to bed, how was that? She didn't want to be in the same bed as me, and I just wanted to hold her and reassure her that everything's going to be okay, that I'm going to turn out better. I wanted to let her know, like, it does take time. I don't remember how many times I had to reassure her, and she quietly go to sleep. So eventually you guys just fell asleep. How long was this conversation? It felt like at least 1 hour. About an hour? Okay. You guys didn't wake up in the middle of the night and talk about anything else? Okay. So 5:20 hits. What happens at 5:20? My alarm went off. I gave up on the alarm, so we actually woke up at around 6:30. Basically, me the whole time, I was trying to make it work. I was talking to reassure her. She said since last night that she was going to move out. She was going to pack her stuff when we woke up. Okay, so she's starting to pack some things up. Okay. And I was getting ready to go to work. I had water and some snacks. I was scared she was going to do something to my belongings too, especially the shirts. She tended to be a petty person. Before, when we broke up before, she said something along the lines, "Give me back the shirts I bought you. Give me back." I was willing, like, I didn't tell her this, but unconsciously I was willing to, like, live in my car for a couple of nights just to process things. If she didn't want to, she couldn't find a place to crash, I was going to let her live for a couple of nights. I threw most of my clothes in my car, all my clothes off the rack. I came back and she was saying things like, "Oh, so you're packing to leave. I guess I will stay." I tried to explain to her, like, I'm scared you will do something to my stuff, but I want to stay because we agreed to this. I will allow you to stay here for a couple more nights if you can. My head was hurting in the top of the morning. I didn't take my medicine last night. I couldn't find it. She displaced my portable charger and my medicine. So you said maybe like instigate you a bit more, like you're right here, but she's saying things are going to escalate a little bit more. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Do I understand that correctly? Yes. Okay. Then she even said again, like, I will scream. I will call the cops. Why would she say that again? Because over the course of the relationship, she felt like I haven't made any progress in terms of bettering myself. Okay. And does she scream a lot to try to get the neighbors' attention and stuff to get you in trouble? She communicated with the neighbors last night. She told me. Has she done before though? No, but she always threatens to. Okay. Call authorities. Okay.
事实上，截止到案发的时候，杨锡辰的妻子范如琼已经先后打过3次报警电话了。第一次是在2022年的1月30号，也就是案发的5个月前。 2022年1月30号晚上的8点16分，警方接到了范如琼打来的报警电话。她说自己的丈夫对她家暴。范对赶到现场的警察们说，自己和杨结婚已经6个月了，不过目前正在分居。今天他们两人因为琐事吵架，杨锡晨先是动手在他的右脸上扇了一记耳光，接着又继续对他挥拳。整个过程中，范如琼说自己都没有还手。警员们注意到范的右脸上的确是有一处微红的印记，不过当警员们给杨锡晨戴上手铐的时候，范如琼心软了，她当场改口对警员们表示是她自己先动的手，并且一再表示不希望对丈夫发起指控。当警员们质问杨锡晨案发经过的时候，杨表示他们夫妻两人的确是吵架了，但是坚称自己没有对妻子动手。当警员们要求他宣誓并且手写一份案发经过作为证据的时候，杨锡晨对此表示拒绝，警方因此以家庭暴力为由逮捕了杨锡晨。范如琼的第二次报案是在2022年5月，也就是案发的1个月前，而第三次也就是最后一次报警是在案发的11天前6月10号。6月10号的上午10点56分，范如琼打电话报警说自己和丈夫吵架，期间丈夫杨锡晨把厨房弄得一团糟，并且还故意打翻了她正在吃饭的餐盘。她觉得自己受到了威胁，要求丈夫离开两人租住的房子，但是对方不肯，所以她打电话寻求警方的帮助。几个小时后，到了下午的2点43分，警方还是一直没过来管。范如琼于是再次报警，声称从昨天开始丈夫就对自己家暴，今天也是如此。值得注意的是，警方赶到现场后并没有在范的身上发现有任何伤痕，反倒是作为丈夫的杨锡晨手上却有一处刀伤。根据两人的叙述，吵架后的杨心情低落，而刀伤是杨自己弄出来的。警方当时逮捕了杨锡晨，但是最后放弃起诉他。
And hurt the most in my life. I tried to ask her where she put my medicine, where she put my portable charger, and she wouldn't tell me. She just kept threatening to, I will scream. I will call the cops on you. I will throw you in jail. Obviously, I didn't want that, but I wanted my medicine. And I needed my portable charger. And I needed to go to work because I had planned to be at work at 7. I was not the person everybody saw me as. I was a monster. Looking back, I still can't believe I did such things. I don't want to. I can't describe what happened.
It seems to me, and I think it's pretty apparent that you're very remorseful and sorry for what you did. Obviously, people who have no remorse and could care less about people don't act the way you're acting.
I can tell you everything that happened afterwards, but
did she fight you at all?
Verbally.
Verbally? She didn't verbally abusive to you? At what point did it turn physical with y'all two? And where were you in the house, or were you outside?
I was inside.
Okay, where at in the house?
I was by the wall divider, facing opposite from the entrance of the kitchen.
And what happened right there?
She told me to stop gaslighting her, stop gaslighting myself. I'm just making excuses.
What happened right there when it turned physical? What was the first thing that happened between y'all two? You're worried that your clothes are going to all get damaged. She's making you feel terrible. She's calling your friends. I understand that. I just need to know at what point and what happened when it turned physical between you two. What was she saying and what was your reaction?
It was like 20 seconds, every 20 seconds, repeat what I have said. Like, I want you to move out and not scream and not make it so difficult for us. Every 20 seconds since I came back and she said, you're moving out. Felt so useless. My head was hurting. I was thinking to myself, like, you really fucked up. You really got yourself and her to this point where it's no help. And what happened at that point, I like to describe to a lawyer exactly what happened.
杨锡晨在审问的时候情绪低落，声音低沉。他表示案发的细节，特别是关于妻子遇害的部分，自己只想跟律师谈。通常来说，这个时候审问会被终止，但是接下来的情况让人颇感意外，因为这次的情况有点特殊。审问的时候不但是有探员在场，检察官也在。助理检察官 Daniel 当时耍了个心眼儿，说你要律师的话， 我就是呀。
I'm a lawyer. You want to speak to your own lawyer and tell him or her? Clarify what you're saying to us. Ben has been asking you to tell the hardest part for you to tell, right? And you said you want to skip that part.
I want to collect my memories and my emotions so I can tell it to my lawyer.
Or do you want to tell us about nothing further?
I can keep telling.
Okay.
I called my mom and tried to call her several times, and I couldn't get a hold of her. Kept panicking more and more. Started trying to clean up the blood. And she eventually called me. I told her everything. And she told me to stop cleaning up and call the police, turn myself in.
事后警方询问了杨锡晨的母亲冯女士，她告诉探员说，昨天晚上10点27分左右，自己接到了儿子杨锡晨打来的电话，说要帮他办一本护照下来。冯女士觉得很奇怪，说我不是之前给你办了一本护照吗？杨锡晨说自己的妻子范如琼拿走了他的护照，并且威胁说要烧了护照。冯女士问说，你们两个怎么又吵架了？杨锡晨在电话那头也不说话，就这么哭了。过了许久，他才问妈妈说，他要是烧了我的护照，我就不是美国公民了，对吗？你可不可以打电话告诉他，让他别烧我的护照？挂了电话之后，冯女士一直试着拨打儿媳的电话，但是对方一直没接。大约过了半个小时之后，范如琼打了电话回来，冯女士于是问他们两个人为什么吵架，为什么要拿走他儿子的护照。范如琼说，杨锡晨拿走了他的护照，所以他必须要做点什么。冯女士让他冷静下来，让他别烧护照，但是儿媳说太迟了，护照已经让他给烧了。冯女士说自己不知道怎么劝解儿子和儿媳，只能一再的说他们不要再吵了。挂完电话后，她本想着让儿子过去自己家这边睡，但是杨锡晨却一直也不接她的电话。冯女士于是又发了信息给杨锡晨，让儿子今晚过去他家那边。眼看着杨锡晨一直也不回信息，他又打了电话给儿媳范如琼。范表示杨锡晨一直在屋里忙着收拾东西。冯女士于是心想，等下儿子忙完了，应该就会过来自己家这边了。于是她放下手机，就先睡下了。到了第二天，也就是今天早上的时候，冯女士起床后发现自己的手机上有12个未接电话，全部都是儿子杨锡晨打的，时间是从早上的7点36分开始。回电话之后，冯女士问杨锡晨出了什么事，杨告诉母亲说自己杀了妻子。冯女士听完后非常震惊，冷静下来之后，她建议儿子赶紧打电话报警，但是杨锡晨却一直在电话里边哭边说对不起，说妈妈，我可以杀了我自己吗？我不想活了。冯女士一直催促他报警，说医生或许还可以救儿媳回来。当时杨锡晨却哭着说，对不起妈妈，我爱你，你把我养大了，我没办法报答你。他一边哭一边在屋子里走来走去。冯女士问他现在在做什么，杨锡晨说自己正在清洁现场。由于儿子一直不肯打电话报警，冯女士于是问他租住的地址，说要警察和医生过去，但是杨锡晨却只说了句我爱你妈妈，就把电话挂断了。伤心欲绝的冯女士于是在之后拨打了911电话。
Talked for about 40 minutes. I still could not process what was going on, what happened. So I turned to my friend, Cole. I told him I couldn't make it to work today. I told him I wanted him to work hard and become successful. I wanted him to take care of his family. He asked me what happened. Is me and my girl doing alright? I told him what happened. He said, well, we gotta fill in what you wouldn't be able to do. I feel terrible about that. I feel terrible about a lot of things. I've never admitted much to becoming a Christian, but I've always believed in God. And I want to be a good person, like I always said. Like I said, my mom told me to call the police and turn myself in. I accepted it. I agreed. I was going to turn myself in, but I couldn't think straight all morning. Went to Walgreens, just enjoying the last bit of freedom I had, the last bit of time that me and her would have enjoyed together in different circumstances. She loved chocolate, and I loved mint chocolate. So I went and bought some. I was crying inside the store. Coke was asking me, like, where are you? What kind of music are you listening to? Referring to music inside the store.
She on the phone with you that whole time?
Yeah. It was worrying for me. I didn't want to run away. On the way back, I was called by no caller ID. And then another panic choice I made was I marked the calls. I took a detour, trying to beat the chocolate. Also bought a Tylenol. It's a headache relief. The pain I was experiencing, so I took a lot. 2 palmfuls, not full palmfuls, but like 1 full palm of Tylenol.
I don't mean to cut you off, but in your car, I could see from the window, it was like a red and clear plastic bottle of Tylenol. It looked like it was a bigger bottle. It was full. Is that the one you're talking about?
And it was buy one get one free. I bought 2 because it was buy one get one free.
不知道是不是老天爷跟杨锡辰开了个玩笑，在他这辈子最颓废、最生无可恋的时候，买药竟然还中了个买1送1，可以免费再来1瓶。人生总是充满了各种意想不到，甚至在你最低谷的时候，还能给你开一个恶趣味的玩笑。
I didn't know how much I needed to take to relieve myself of the headache. I can tell you, I had no intention of myself overdosing.
So you have like you have chronic headaches, chronic migraines.
When it comes to situations where she instigates,
you take prescription medicine for your headaches.
I was prescribed at the Orlando Health Hospital.
So like, is it like Imitrex or
Mirtha something?
It's a headache medicine.
It's a mood stabilizer.
Do you know what it's called?
It starts with MIR.
这里杨锡辰说的 MIR 指的是 Mirtazapine， 它是一种抗抑郁药物，价格相对比较便宜。
Is that the only medicine you take?
I was supposed to be prescribed with more, but I couldn't afford more.
Like they gave you prescriptions, but you couldn't fill them?
Yes.
The same medicine?
Something else. I believe Abilify.
Abilify 是一种非典型抗精神病药物，经常被用于治疗精神分裂症、躁郁症和妄想症。相比于普通的止痛片，它的价格更为昂贵，大约是每30片624美元。这个价格对于工薪阶层的杨锡辰来说，显然是高不可攀。
Okay. But I couldn't afford it because it was too expensive and I had no insurance and I had plans to get insurance before I bought and before I filled in more prescriptions.
Did you feel like it was helping when you got it?
I felt less urges to vape. She likes to threaten to throw me in jail.
Falsely.
Because we have a fight, but I don't.
But you don't touch her. But she threatens to say, you touched her? Is that what it sounds like?
Both times she would talk down upon me, talking like I have no efficacy or trying to make it better. And she would like to go on the phone with her friend openly in front of me and talk like, oh, he's such a piece of shit. He likes to not take accountability. He makes such unhealthy habits and decisions.
And like doing it so you can hear it.
Right.
But to hurt your feelings intentionally.
Right. And her friends would reciprocate her back. It's like a positive feedback loop. And the second time I just couldn't take it, and I like a fantasy, like, oh, it will all work out. She would come around. She would tell me she loves me and like reassure me and encourage me.
But then that never happens. She says, "I'm sorry I said those things." No.
It's like she would Like, we would move past that. She never would apologize, and she would be like, you need to do this, you need to stop the bad habits, you need to...
Is the only bad habit she had a problem with was the vaping?
Before it was...
It's not that serious.
Before it was prioritization.
About income, money, work.
And she felt like it was cheating. I said sorry. It would never happen again. Same with the vaping. Like, I would just throw all of that. If she felt like I wasn't communicating well, I was willing to go above and beyond and communicate with her. And being honest with her, even though I have been honest. I have nothing more to prove. I still had to prove more. I still had to prove myself more. Through her definition, I was cheating. I didn't take care of my debt at the pace that I said I would, and then it was.
What debt is that? Is there a debt?
Credit card debt.
So that's one of the things she's been giving you a hard time about? Was some credit card debt that you racked up?
Yes.
By yourself? Like, it wasn't her debt?
It was used for the purpose of us partaking recreationally.
And then all of a sudden it was real high and you needed to take care of it.
I got it down, and then I got back again because we were going through moving and relocating. Once we were having a nice conversation, driving around in Kissimmee, I got into a car accident, so I had to put a fair amount into the credit card.
杨希晨有气无力的絮絮叨叨的讲了半天，其实探员们这边最关心的问题还是他究竟为什么要杀妻，不可能简简单纯因为电子烟吧。随着审问的深入，杨希晨表示自己和妻子结婚的时候都很年轻，才20岁，截止到案发的时候两人才结婚了刚半年，但是结婚不久后就因为感情不和而分居。他受不了分居，离不开妻子，但是妻子却一直认为他在分居的时候对婚姻不忠，而事实上杨希晨表示自己自从认识了范如琼之后就没有和任何女人有过关系。
So why did it happen this morning? She wouldn't listen, she wouldn't understand you. After everything was over, what did you clean up with? Did you have to go get some sort of supplies? Or did you just use stuff you had around the house?
Stuff I had around the house. A SpongeBob, I had paper towels, I had all-purpose cleaner, get rid of the blood on the walls and the floors, trying to wipe away the residual.
And then where did you just throw all that in the garbage?
I had a garbage bag.
案发当天早上，杨希晨依旧和妻子吵个不休。当他意识到妻子这次是坚决的要离开自己的时候，杨希晨爆发了。他从厨房里拿了一把刀，朝着妻子的脖子上划了一刀，造成他大出血。动手之后，他说自己当时吓坏了，慌乱的试着捂住妻子的伤口，想止住血，但是完全没有用。范淑琼倒在地上之后，本能的顺着墙角一点一点的往门口的方向爬，但是杨希晨此时却把他抱了起来，抱进了洗手间的浴缸里。此时的范如琼已经失血过多，完全没有任何抵抗能力。杨希晨则慢慢的打开手机，放着妻子平日里最喜欢听的音乐。在接下来的10几分钟里，他听着音乐，握着妻子的手，看着浴缸里妻子惊恐的眼神一点点的失去光彩。这一幕对他来说是凄美的，对妻子来说却是最残酷的。而整个过程中，他自始至终都没有拨打急救电话。
What did I do? I couldn't do anything myself then. Hold her head.
Did you try to save her life?
I tried to apply pressure.
So you did try to save her? Did you think about calling for an ambulance?
Tried to comfort her. I carried her to the bathroom. Put on music. I was holding her. She was dying, and I was just trying to comfort her. played our favorite music. If she would have spoke, if she had the ability to, she would have said, "Hey, don't call the phone, I'm dying." Part of me, while cleaning up, was thinking like, "Oh, she's gonna come home and be so pissed." But she wasn't. I always felt happy when I cooked. She said I should be a chef. I put all my love into cooking, taking care of the place. I bought seasoning. I researched the ways to make the food good, not just dry wrap, not just dry meat, and try to cook it the best I can. I thought everything was gonna be okay. I was thinking about the things I would say to her.
Which would have been what?
Don't go. I would have made them work.
If she was here right now with us in this room, what would you tell her?
Hey, baby. I'm sorry they had to go this way. Just wanted to go to work today, come back and see you. I just wanted to be with you. I don't want to be with anyone else. If we were on break again, I wouldn't want to touch another woman. I wanted to get myself after. I want to go get home. I wanted us to compromise. I don't want you to leave.
Is that why you did it, Teddy? You think she was going to leave you and never come back and leave you all alone?
我们之前也讲过不少杀妻的案件，比方说在恶魔岛上提前挖好坑准备埋妻的 Clay Waller， 比方说有着怪异癖好杀妻后还面带着微笑接受媒体采访的前警察 Farah Fratta。 这些人都有很多共同的特点，他们都是典型的渣男，典型的控制狂和自恋型人格。但是杨锡辰却是另外一个极端，在感情关系中，他似乎是个受害者，是被欺负、被控制、被拿捏的那一边。他尽自己一切的可能去讨好、去委曲求全，尽管其实本身他并没有做错什么。长期的忍让，长期无理由的被指责，以及永无休止的争吵，逐渐让杨锡辰到了爆发的临界点。当他意识到不论他再怎么努力也无法挽回妻子的时候，精神崩溃的他最终做出了一个两败俱伤的决定。杨锡辰是一个可悲的人，当他看到妻子流血的时候，他既心疼妻子，又下意识的不去拨打报警电话。或许他知道救活了的话，妻子还是要离他远去，或许在他当时的眼里，那是唯一能留住妻子的方式。杨锡辰在和 Sprague 副警监通话的时候，曾经提到他自己在12岁的时候，当时他还住在加利福尼亚，那个时候他就已经有精神方面的问题了。他说自己当时不清楚是什么病，只知道每次头痛的时候，他就无法正常思考。问题是，虽然他是有精神问题，但即便他能买全医生开的药物，比方说买了比较贵一点的 Abilify， 即便是范如琼能够把杨锡辰用来稳定情绪的药物还给他，让他定时吃药，那么这一切的悲剧就能避免。这难道仅仅只是药物的问题吗？更深层次的一些原因，我们或许可以从他和妻子两人的家庭环境里找到一些线索。杨锡辰出生于2000年7月18号，是由母亲抚养长大的。高中时期的他入读了 Winter Park High School， 之后他参军，在军队里也遭人歧视和霸凌。而案发的时候，杨锡辰才20岁，所以他大部分的人生基本上都被家暴和霸凌困扰着。别看他180的身高，长得帅气，也会打扮，但其实从他和范如琼的交往关系来看，他的内心可能一直都很自卑，非常的没有安全感，很怕失去对方。再加上女方在感情中比较强势，因此在范如琼坚定的要搬走，要和他分手的时候，杨锡辰最终积蓄已久的情绪才突然爆发。不过虽然看上去杨锡辰既可怜又可悲，但是作为受害人的范如琼已经离世，他没办法站出来为自己自辩，所以审问中杨锡辰的一些证词我们还是需要辩证的来看，因为他说的话可 能并非100%都是真的。比方说，在越南媒体公布的一些视频片段里，我们可以看到范如琼被摔得粉碎的手机，以及她平日里受伤的一些照片。结合案发之前杨锡辰因为家暴被捕的经历，所以如果这些伤痕真的是杨锡辰造成的话，那么他在审讯室里对探员们讲述的时候，一定是选择了避重就轻。他并没有否认自己曾经对妻子动手的事情，只是关于这些细节，关于手机碎裂和妻子腿上的伤痕等，他只字不提。杨锡辰的妻子范如琼于2000年7月1号出生在越南的芽庄，这是当地著名的旅游城市，以美丽的沙滩闻名于世。范如琼是家里的长女，下面有一个小她2岁的弟弟。2017年，只有17岁的她在家人的资助下独自一人赴美留学。为了积攒女儿昂贵的学费，她的父亲只能卖掉祖上留下来的一片土地。几年下来，眼看着女儿在美国毕业，又找到了工作，范的父母总算是放下心来。然而没想到，来美的仅仅5年之后，女儿就客死他乡。回想起之前的点点滴滴，范的父亲表示自己全家都在越南生活，只有范如琼一人在美国定居。他是在新闻媒体上才得知女儿去世的消息，在此之前他都不知道自己的女儿和一位华裔男子结婚。这些天他每天都会去庙里祈祷，希望着可以早日把女儿的遗体带回越南。现在的他家境贫寒，就连女儿的墓地和丧葬费用都出不起了。他希望好心人可以帮忙捐助，让他可以早日安排女儿的葬礼。视频发出之后，葬礼原本1万美元的筹款目标在3天内就超过了3万美元。但是就在范的父亲发布的视频下面，大量的越南网友们却一边倒的对他批评。根据网友们的信息来看，原来这位父亲婚内出轨，找了个年轻的小三儿。范如琼在父母离婚之后，他是由母亲抚养长大，平日里作为父亲的他极少对女儿关注，所以他才不知道女儿在美国结婚的事情。这次女儿在美国遇害，他才想起来要网友们捐款，目的是想多讹一些钱。总之，很多人的言辞呢是相当的激烈。或许范如琼在感情中强势的一面，也和她的成长背景和她的父年早年出轨、对家庭不管不顾有关。她和杨锡辰结婚的时候，两人才都20岁。范如琼当时拿到了美国的工作签证，在当地的一家美甲店里做美甲师，而杨锡辰则在寇和他父亲 Kevin 的泳池公司里上班，是一位泳池维护员。两个年轻人都有自己稳定的工作，看上去也很恩爱。然而刚结婚，两人就开始分居，半年的时间里，种种琐事和争吵让警察们都登门了3次。这一切似乎也预示了后面的悲剧。如果范如琼懂得更加珍惜对方，体谅对方，尊重对方，不把丈夫的药藏起来，不烧他的护照，不是动不动的就在朋友们面前讥讽和嘲笑丈夫，或许杨锡辰最后也不会爆发。如果杨锡辰一开始就懂得放手，放弃这段婚姻的话，或许之后他们两人至少还能做个朋友，体体面面的过好各自的人生。现在的结局，没有人是赢家。案发的2年后，2024年2月，剃了光头也长胖了的杨锡辰和检方达成了认罪协议。法庭上，他对自己犯下的1级谋杀罪供认不讳。他表达了对前妻家人的歉意，说自己愿意承担所有的责任，同时也不忘告诉自己的母亲感谢她的抚养和培育，说非常抱歉，之后他只能在监狱里看自己的儿子了。作为认罪的交换，法官判处杨锡辰有期徒刑40年，他出狱的时候将会是60岁的年纪。那么对于今天的案件，对于杨锡辰和他的越南新娘，你是怎么看的呢？欢迎在下面的评论区留言分享你的看法。跟往常一样，大家要记得照顾好自己，爱你们，我们下期见。